Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Oh, believe me, it can, and it's probably about to. Huh, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. Oh, well, here we go. Let the fun begin. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. Press. Are you really sorry? Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? That's because in extreme situations require extreme measures. Come now, Mr. Wright, there's no need for that kind of attitude in the court. Alright, just please, stop glaring at me like that. Damn, Phoenix is like... Okay. This is the costume. She wears it like every day. It's not a costume if you... It's an outfit or something, I don't know. She was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Yeah. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? I don't know. As you can see, it's covered in blood, yeah. But hold it, maybe it's not covered in blood. This blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. Alright. So there's that. Were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... Oh? If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Time to move on. Ah, yes, Ms. Von Karma is perfectly correct. Yeah, he's whipped. We already knew that, but if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? I've always maintained that there was going to come a point where I was going to press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be a clue somewhere on this costume. I just have to look harder. There does seem to be a hole. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. She's single? Oh my god. No, there's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Dude! That's totally a clue right there. He's saying there's no way you could poke a hole in it. Alright, looks like my time is up. So about the costume. There is one little thing. Yep. I saw it too. Your Honor. I mean, I don't know why it's there, but it's there. What? What are you talking about, pal? Oh, just wait, just you wait. I may have something yet here. Where's this problem you were talking about? Oh my god, these... Oh. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. General area guard touchscreen, right? Durr! I asked the court to please. I love how he said there's no way you can poke a hole in it. That was hilarious. The sleeve. There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Oh! Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder has recently been shot. No, stop that. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. You sure did, Phoenix. You sure did. But why is there a bullet hole? Oh. Well, it's probably connected to the bullet hole in the other one, you know? It's a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first and foremost. And that's why there were 2 shots. Mine's costume updated in the court record. Yeah. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Oh. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. Is it possible that she's the one that's possessed here? Just maybe? I don't know. Ugh. Because I haven't seen this Dahlia character yet. Maybe that's a different case. I don't know. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Want to bet? How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue. Oh. I cannot wait to present my next thing because I already know what it's going to be. Alright. Let's do this. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was fighting back or not? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. No skin under the fingernails, no, well, no skin under the fingernails, basically. Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. I have to somehow find a critical contradiction, and then I'll have her. That you will. Okay, so here's where we have to find the contradiction. Alright. This is the costume the defendant was wearing. It's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who without a doubt was not fighting back. Let me see what I have here that might... Let me just read over everything here. No, that's nothing there. There's nothing here that would really indicate anything. That's probably not going to be used. Died after falling asleep at the wheel. About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. I know this is going to come into play at some point, but I don't know if it's too soon to bring it up. Green jewel in the center of the key's grip. Channel chamber. A diagram. Oh yeah. I don't see why that would prove anything. Stabbed in chest, then shot at point blank. Okay. Well, obviously, if the chest stabbing weren't enough, yeah, I mean the fact that the person shot him after stabbing him in the chest leads me to believe that maybe the stabbing wasn't enough. So why else would they shoot him unless he was fighting back? 2 shots fired. Maybe this is it though. 2 shots fired. Hang on. Does he say 1 shot at any point? Because that might be it too. Actually, no, that's just another blood splatter. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me go back over what he said again. It was pretty bad yesterday, too, as I was listening to the commentary back. And I thought these videos were never going to render, but they took forever. Anyway, let's try something. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I think he's telling the truth. Oh, no, the gun's not it. Oh, shit, that took off a lot of life there. Crap, okay, no, it definitely didn't. But the question is, maybe the other gunshot indicates, like, maybe I can suggest that it came from him? Because there was another gunshot. Let me try it. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Oh, no, 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 no. Crap. Ugh. Alright, I must be on the wrong track. Yeah, I think I am. Jeez, man. 2 shots fired. I know that 2 shots fired thing has got to come up eventually. But, and then there's... Well, I mean... Could it be that the hole in the costume is what is supposed to be my proof that he was fighting back? I don't know, we were just talking about the costume, and now I'm, like, to present it again seems like a, you know, like, so, oh, but we were just talking about this, so, I don't know. It's worth a shot, I guess. Oh, yeah, there you go. I guess that was it. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. Yeah? You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Unless she shot herself, but that's not likely. Is this not what it means to not fight back? Or is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. Oops, I had my... Sorry, my stylus was in the wrong place. It would seem that way. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. But then there would be 2 guns. Well, no. There would just be... Oh. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's not necessarily... What am I even talking about? Not like 2 guns. 1 gun can shoot 2 times, and it doesn't have to be at the same time. The shots definitely didn't happen at the same time. It's alright, the wind seems to be shifting, alright. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that my FA was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. True. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Now that you... This can't be game over. I'm not... No, you didn't just win. Okay, but that's fine. I'm just getting started here. You didn't think after one little win we were gonna be done that fast. Oh, there's so much more to think about here. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. How so? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Gumshoe, you better. It's only a matter of time before she gets to the sweet spot. And trust me, you don't want the whip cracking against that. Witness testimony. Here we go. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. The thing that makes these so hard sometimes is that I think of Maya as the victim. So when he says the victim, I think of Maya. So I have to keep telling myself, no, the victim is the guy, the doctor. Yeah, okay. During the channeling, the victim is hard to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun, took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Sounds about right to me. Okay. Good job, detective. Just by listening, it does make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Well, I almost don't want to contradict anything here because that's an improved version of the story, and yet obviously they don't want me to settle for just that, so I shouldn't. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. I still don't get why she even brought a knife in there to begin with. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. Objection, I knew that was coming. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning? JFA was in the middle of channeling, was she not? Yeah, it's not that you believe that or anything. When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the KCT, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe that she even studied up on the KCT. Crap. Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about. I didn't quite get it. You're not going to, Judge. Never in a million years. Or the two that you have left to live. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Never mind, let's continue with the testimony. Yes, let's. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, it was pretty bad. How bad would you say it was? Very bad, sir. Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Shite. Sorry. I know, he's just trying to give an example here to help us understand what's going on, man. Okay, so while the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. What? Huh. Did he know something was gonna happen? Jeez. Was he hoping to kill her all over again or something? So killing her once wasn't enough? The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Okay. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but that's what I'd think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Yeah, no kidding. I was gonna say. Huh. She actually had nothing to say there. Oh my god. The defendant then picked up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. Something about this feels weird. Mine's never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it by pulling the trigger. Dude, remember, I've been cow tipping. I know how to pull a trigger. No. It's even me, I wonder. Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. But there's got to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Yeah, there always is. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I'm really feeling it! No, we're not doing that now. So during the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. That she did. So probably like when he shot her, it would go, oh no, I can't show you on the map. I was going to try to draw like the pathway of the bullet or something on the map. So that would have looked pretty cool if you could do that, but no. Guess not. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the statement I need to be pressing here. Or presenting on now. Okay, so I went back and did all the pressing again, but it pretty much got us nowhere. I just heard the same story over again. I'm still kind of just looking through here. I don't think... I know at some point we'll have to start presenting profiles again, but I'm surprised that hasn't come up again. I'm sure it will eventually, but during the channeling, the defendant saw her channel. Where were we on the... There you go. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. So they're like basically on their feet at this point. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. I missed. I gotta present here. Let me try this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this. Oh, why did I do that? That was so stupid. I kind of knew that that wasn't it, but at the same time, I was trying to do something to keep the video going. You know, I was like, shit. Whoops. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Maybe that's not in the statement? I don't know. It's not... Well, this is the one I tried already, right? Or was that on the other statement? I'm gonna get all my statements confused now. Boy. What did the autopsy? Stabbed in chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. Wait a second. Are they... Well, they said that the reason gunpowder residue was there is because he was shot at point blank, right? But they didn't mention anything about gunpowder residue on the costume. And supposedly they were like really close when he made the shot. Is that what it is? I don't know, that seems as good as anything. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Man, this costume is just carrying us like an overleveled Pokemon through the entire case. Holy crap. That really was it, though. It's the residue. That's why this little hole's actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? True. This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there was not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Jeez, man. That is a very good point. I don't know how in the world they would expect somebody to notice that. That's like a really small detail. Boy, I just got by on the skin of my teeth on that one. Shit. Uh-huh. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Why? Because I'm gonna ruin your career like I did your dad's? Oh! No. Shots fired, no pun intended. You think you punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking, straight mouth. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How's that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. Wow, was he on the ground at the time? What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. No, something doesn't make sense here. Because if he was on the ground and he fired up at her, then why would the hole in the thing be like 8 inches off the ground? That's the angle I'm going for. Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. Yeah, we got this one. This one's okay. This one's good. We can get this one. In which he was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. I hope there's not like something in between where I have to establish first that he was on the ground. But this... yeah. This has to be it. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that, a folding screen? Yep, I took the whole thing with me and brought it here to show you. I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? That leaves why and when, doesn't it? Your explanation, please? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed a stool, though, at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Oh, that would make sense too then, wouldn't it? Shit. Well, I kind of used a different way of logic to determine that, but at the end of the day, we got to the same conclusion, so... Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Okay, what had happened at this point? He was already stabbed at this point, right? So she stabbed him and then, like, pulled away from him. Because she didn't know that he had a gun, right? So she wouldn't have even been anticipating. So it would have made sense for her not to, stay close to him after she stabbed him. Because she didn't know he had a gun. She thought the stabbing would be enough. They could just wait for him to die. So she probably would have been... So eventually, but then he did pull out the gun and he did shoot at her. So that would put her like right about... It could have been anywhere from here to here. I want to say like maybe right here, but I don't know. That table's in the way. I'm gonna say right there. She was standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? She's just pounding her fist on the ground at this point, man. Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible, straight mouth. But why? Fist, fist, fist. You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's... Oh my god, that scared me, jeez. There's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Damn. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Yeah. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Oh boy. Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Oh, she's gonna whip his ass. Figuring things out and providing the logic behind everything is your job. Ooh. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the oh no. She ain't done yet. She's got the pictures. Blast radius of disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think you've been unable to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Oh, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Crap. Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? What? How is it all my fault? It's your fault because Robin Williams said so. Oh boy, too soon? Ugh. You start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. That what? And rest assured, your punishment will come later. Oh. 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 Well then, Your Honor. I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Here we go. Just like I said. The freaking pictures. Oh, 5-minute recess. Okay, yeah, well. Man, to be continued. Jeez, I really hope I get a health refill after that. Jeez, man. Oh, that was horrible. Man, okay, yeah, I think so. Okay, well, yeah, I did save, so I should probably stop there. At least for the time being, because I got stuff to do tomorrow, so I need to get to bed a little early tonight. And actually, I don't even know if I can do that stuff tomorrow, because it depends on certain things happening, but enough about that. So, next time on Phoenix Wright, we will continue with this case. See you guys next time.